Hi, my name is Jayoza, and I coach people who have to give high stakes speeches, whether it's high stakes conversation, high stakes job interview, or a high stakes formal speech. I want to talk about something that makes a speech really effective. You have to be a little bit delusional if you want to give a good speech. Now, by this, I don't mean delusional all the time, but especially when you're on the stage giving a speech, and even before that, preparing a speech. Because let me tell you, if you do not believe what you're saying, the people are going to see it first. That means the words you use, the way you use sentences, you have to believe in it 100%. You cannot be like in the middle of the field. If you believe in something, then go for it. Some are gonna like it, some are gonna hate it, and some of them are not gonna care. You have to play that game 33, 33, 33. What I see in a lot of speeches out there when I'm looking at a speaker is how delusional is this speaker? Now, this doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, but I know that if he comes across delusional, then that person is going to resonate with certain people. Now, if he's speaking to the choir, it could be entire crowd. But there is something to be learned from this. That is that when you are getting on the stage, you have to be a little bit delusional because we're not wired to give public speeches. It's scary, it's fearful, right? So now you have put yourself in the position to give a speech in front of a lot of people. If you come across like, oh, well, let me try to appeal to everybody, you're going to appeal to nobody. You're going to have to take slices. Am I going to go after the 10% that love me, or try to please everybody, which you know is a recipe for disaster? So when you're trying to please that narrow slice, you're going to have to adjust your language appropriately. And that means you're going to come across a little bit delusional. I'll give you an example. When you look at politicians, they are delusional. They'll promise things that they know they can never deliver. Like Bernie Sanders talks about free education, free health care, taxes on the wealthy. Delusional, completely delusional. You could even say in some cases could be mental illness because it's just not going to happen. But he believes it, and his speeches are great because of that. Let's look at Donald Trump. He wants to build the wall. Totally delusional. A wall isn't going to keep people who want to come to America. People who want to come to America are not that stupid that when they get near the wall and saying, "Oh, that wall is too high. Just we can't climb it. Let's head back." No, there are new technologies out there. They can get a somebody's going to figure out that you can take a single man drone and fly them over and bring them back. I mean, it's a totally delusional. But it makes him a great speaker. So the point I'm trying to make here is that when you are giving a speech, you have to be a little bit delusional. Otherwise, you're going to come across boring. You got to believe in what you're saying, even though there may be very few people who will believe what you're saying. But if you believe it, then go for it. Be a little delusional, but it will make your speech really powerful. And I think when you are speaking, you have to speak as if you're right. But then, after the speech, when people ask you a question, there you have to suddenly shift into the mode where you have to listen to them as if they could be right. So that's the trick there. But when you're speaking, be little delusional. Otherwise, your speech is going to become boring and it's not going to resonate with the few people that you want to reach. There is no point in giving a speech to 100% if they don't like it. I would rather give a speech, let's say there are 100 people in the audience, and it resonates with 10 people that really want to take some action, spread the message, rather than 100 people who are going to do nothing. So that's what you want to aim for when you're giving a speech. Think about what is delusional in your speech that people will say, Jay, that's delusional. Nobody's going to buy that. That's what you want to include. Support it. As long as you believe it, you support it, it's your evidence, you have all the right to present it. I mean, there are politicians who do this all the time, and nobody's put them in jail. Another place you'll find this in coaches. Coaches are completely delusional. They could be playing a team where they have no chance to win. They're going to tell people, oh, we're going to win, we're going to win. They don't get put in jail. They don't get put in a hospital, mental hospital. Totally delusional. The other category of people that are delusional are motivational speakers or salesmen, CEOs. Totally delusional. You cannot give a powerful speech if you're not at least a little bit delusional. So when you look at your speech, if somebody's saying, hey, Jay, that speech, you come across delusional, take that as a compliment. Because you look at all these people that are at the top places, coaches, motivational speakers, salespeople, CEOs, politicians, you name it. Their speeches are filled with things that are completely delusional. But it works. Let me know what you think. And I want to hear from you. And thank you for watching.